Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody today? I hope this is working. It says they're waiting for me. Did you put the white extension cord downstairs? Nope, but I'm live. Okay. Can't find it anywhere. There you guys are. All right. Audio's working? There you guys are. Yep, audio's working. Great to see everybody tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. Viper, good to see you. Fox, good to see you. So tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about medicinal plants. We're going to go through a couple of them, and I seen Gray has already started with the depression. So I figured I was going to go through some of the books tonight and talk about the different wild edibles that we can use in depression. Fox, it's ginseng. Good guess. So I'll wait to see everybody for a little bit here, and hopefully some more people come in here, and we'll get this body started. Just starting to get it in there. So I hope everyone is doing well tonight. We're going to be looking and going through the Peterson's Hand Guide for Medicinal Plants. Like I started and told you guys before, hey, Heavens, how's it going? Good to see you. We're going to be giving those away when me and Gray do the podcast. So I will be giving away 2 of those books. I'm going to be giving away some other stuff during those podcasts. So you want to keep an eye out watching for those. It's going to be an interesting time. Hey, Paula, good to see you. How are you guys doing tonight? Guys, we're going to wait a little bit to get some people in the room. Interesting time. Oh. Hey, Paula, good to see you. Phone popped on. Then we're going to get this thing going. It has been a very long day, and it's been a fun day. And I'm excited to do this. This is going to be a really interesting live stream. And we're going to be talking about a whole lot of medical plants. Hey, Wendy, good to see you from Nova Scotia, Canada. Well, thank you for joining us. This is going to be an interesting one. Heavens, I'm glad I got a little bit of a break and a holiday. I'm going to be working on finishing some floors and just spending some time with my son. So it's going to be a fun couple days off, which I need. I need a break. You not die? Hey, Jeff, morning rolling. Good evening, Jeff. It's good to see everybody starting to come in. Guys, if you can, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. When you come in, that'd be great. And we do have a couple new members that we got to talk about that have joined the Homestead. So I'm going to shout those guys out quick. Once you join the Homestead, when I do the live streams, I'm going to shout out the members that have joined our channel. So they will get a shout out. All right, so we're going to pop this one over here for now so I can see the chat. The Outsider, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you so much. So one of the things that I want to do for those that are doing the membership is actually shout that channel out and go from there. So we have first one that I'm going to throw up here tonight. Everybody knows him. Hey, Trail Trash, how's it going? Hey, so we have all right, number one for that has been part and joined the Rolling Homestead or our family is Gray Man Prepping, guys. So if you haven't had Gray Man, obviously a lot of you guys do, please go and check him out and show him some love. Hey, Jess, I see Keto's in here. So go check out Gray Man. And like I said, guys, as more people go through and they join in the join tab, I'm going to share those out the same way. And plus, I'm going to be throwing some other ones in there. So right now, guys, if you haven't, go check out Gray Man. And then the next one on the list is going to be Cooking on the Farm. So Cooking on the Farm joined us, and here's their channel. So if you guys could go and check them out for us, that is great. And tell them that Roland sent you and say hi. They're new to YouTube. They're just sitting right at 50 subscribers, guys. So that's a perfect opportunity to blow them up and show them some love. And the next one that's going to be on there is going to be Red Burning Fires. She also has just joined the Homestead. So we're going to give her a good shout out also. She has just came along for the ride, which is awesome. Glad, and I support all of our people that have come over on joining the streams, and we're going to be doing some also sometimes here in the near future. We're going to be doing some private one-on-one chats and live streams for this members, talking about wild edibles or anything that they are interested in. If they want to do tech talk or something like that, we are going to be doing that. So that's what the members so far as I built it. I know a lot of people have been asking when I was going to put it up. So I did. And that's kind of what it's going to be so far. I figured out we're going to be doing some tech talks. We're going to be doing some edibles, stuff that they want to do. So it'll all be pretty much, it's going to be whatever you guys want to do. All right. Hey, Jess, good to see you. Keto Homestead is in the house. Fox is in the house. We got 13 thumbs up. Okay, let's get this thing going. I want to say a big shout out to Fox It Outdoors. You got Cliff in here. You got Viper in here. You have Heaven's Essentials is in here. Van Vita Travels. Thank you for joining us. Wendy from Nova Scotia. Thank you for coming in. Jeff is in the house. The Outsider's in the house. Trail Trash is in here. Ordered some mullein. Awesome. That stuff is good for you. And then we have Ron Darrell Adventures. Good to meet you, and welcome to the chat. So tonight is all about depression, and we're going to go through tonight. Heavens, Homestead Rooms, good to see you. We're going to go through tonight, and we're going to talk about some of the edibles that can help you with depression, and some of those are also going to be multi-purpose. Chris is in the house. Good to see you. So that's what we're going to look at tonight. We're going to just concentrate on, I think there's a total of 5 or 6 different herbs that you can use for depression. One of them is pretty common. The other ones are a little bit scarce, are farce to see and find, but we're going to go through there. We're going to talk about them in great detail. Was on pause with you the other night? Awesome. Good to see you. And then we're going to go into detail because one thing that's going on in this world is there's a lot of uncertainties. We have a lot of guessing and stuff like that. So depression has been one of the biggest things. So we're going to go through and see what you can do on the medicinal side of plants and try to help that out. So the first one in that category, and I know that like Howie and some of the other guys are going to be coming in here, and then we're going to bring them up also, and also talk about some of these. So you're going to see it from a different aspect than just myself. We're also bringing in some of those that are actually also very knowledgeable on this kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I want to first off is I'm going to work on this and try to pull this off. I'm going to actually try to get the plant up on the screen so you guys can actually see that and see what it actually looks like. And then we are going to go from there. So if you guys give me a second here, I'm going to bring a couple of these ones up so that we can get it talking about them and showing them. Let me pop out my chat so I can see what's going on. Actually, Jess, if you want to come up, I'm going to send you a link because as I look for these plants, you can keep an eye on the chat and answer questions and stuff, or let me know that there's questions. So if you want to, Jess, I put the link in the messenger. All right, so while I look this one, guys, up. All right. So the first one that we're going to work on today is going to be vervain. And as you can see there, vervain is also known as simple joy, holly herb, or more as a mosquito plant or wild horsehead. The common name blue vervain is also sometimes used, but also refers to as hosta. And of course, being the only family member in much of its range, it is simply known as vervain locally. All right, Kita's Homestead Jess is here.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, while common vervain is not native to North America, it has been introduced there and adopted in the ethicant enhancer and a bunch of big words, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to tell you guys is I'm going to read out of my Peterson's hand guide what it says here. So Vervain plant tea used for obstructions of liver and spleen, headaches, and nervous disorders, also an acute diarrhea and depression. Leaves considered diuretic, milky, inducing extract. In traditional Chinese medicine, the herb is used for dispersing heat, toxifying blood, and promoting blood circulation. Used extensively in China to control malaria symptoms, kill blood flakes and germs, stops pain and inflammation. Russian studies show adoption activities of the alcoholic extract or tincture. So we talked about tinctures and a lot of times. Is that said to be milder than the blue variant and other species? Animal studies have demonstrated an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antifungal, cough syrup are actually cough suppressing, milk stimulating activity, also protects cell and central nervous system. A potential research targets for Alzheimer's disease. Warning: plants suspected of poison cattle in Australia. So one of the things that I want to start out with first and foremost is, number one, I'm not a doctor. So you guys really, really need to do your own research on this stuff. Some of these that are going to be on what I list as common.
What page are you on?
What?
What page are you on? Shawnee is asking.
Oh, I'm on 210.
Uh-huh.
So number one is I'm not a medical doctor. The stuff that I use for myself and what's good for my body, you guys got to really look into that yourself. I'm guessing Shawnee's got the same book that I'm reading from. There's been a lot of people that has been really interested in this book, Peterson's Hand Guide. Just remember, guys, we will be giving two of these away when we do the podcast. Okay, so Fox, I got a question for you, Mark. Oh, when are you planting my beans? I will be planting beans here probably close to end of May. We usually do that during the Memorial Day weekend, just because it is the best time for us to do that. Oops.
Chris is asking when you talk about an herb, can you post it in the chat or spell it out?
Sure, we can absolutely do that. So this was the first one, which is called common vervain. One of the things that was used back in World War I and World War II, we talked about this the other night. Vervain and skullcap were used as an antifungal. We just read that here, and it was helped and used for trench rot. The Germans use that as a tea form when in their what we would consider our MREs in their food rations when they went out, they had that in there, so that's how they were able to fight off trench rot and everything else. Big Blue House Homestead. Hey, good to see you. Glad you could join us. So, vervain is one of those that I would call, and it's a common but uncommon. By itself, it is fine. If you mix it with other things, it is not fine. This is where I say you guys really have to check. Number one is if you're not into the wild edibles and you've never tried any kind of herbal stuff before, please contact your doctor. Check out what your doctor says, what's best for your health. You know that better than anybody. It's the safest way to do that. Vervain is really good as far as anti-inflammatory. The list on here was very long, and you can go into further research on that yourself. But that's number one. Number one, why did I pick it? It's good for depression, and it can be taken by itself, which is a really nice one. So the next one that I wanted to talk about is, you're going to see a common thing now. This one is called blue vervain. So we had the common, and now we got the blue vervain. And this is all going to be what I'm getting this from it is of Eastern and Central North America. This is where this is coming from. So this is all going to be in that general idea. Flowers are purple and pink in spikes, anywhere from June to September that you can find this. Um, the Cherokee uses this as a tonic. So here we go again. A perfect example is the tonics that we make. I use tinctures. The tonic was used for pain after birth, also for coughs, colds, induced sweatings, strengthens the stomach, and the larger doses as a emetic, used for the stomach cramps. Roots considered more active than the leaves. As a folk medicine, valued as a strong bitter to stimulate digestion, and emetic and experimental, abandoned by medical practice by the mid 19th century, but popular among folk lores. It's also for gastro. Um, Research studies find inner leaf extract to effective as a standard drug, chloroquine. So that would be the blue vervain. So it's the same family as the vervain family. So this is just giving you a different plant. Oh.
Hello, Quebec Homestead.
Hey Mal, good to see you.
Hello, Heaven's Essential.
All right, this one everybody in there would know about, and that's mint. This one is specific to Canadian. It's Canadian mint. Uh, the Flathead Indians in Montana use the tea for and leaves for cold, coughs, and fevers. Green leaves were packed around an aching tooth to relieve pain and inflammation. Dried leaves used as a condiment sprinkled on meat and fruit to repel flies. Keeps home in pleasant fragrance. The Shawnee used the ground leaves in a tea to prevent natural American groups. So, prevented nausea. Other Native Americans can ground or groups use tea for sore throats, gas, colic, indigestion, headaches, diarrhea, and short to say medical uses as peppermint, spearmint, Western folk medicine, and science confirms antioxidants activity. And then it talks about the essential oils of mint. Now we have mint in our garden also. Mint goes nuts. So if you're going to use mint and you're going to grow it, put it in a place by itself, and also put it so it can't get its roots out. So stop that from going. So if you can put something down to um, stop that, that'd be great. So Mal's up in here. Mal, you wanna pop in here? I can just let me know. I know there's some other stuff in your neck of the woods. I saw Wilderstead today on Sean's, so we'll see if Wilderstead pops in here also. Come on, messenger. What the heck is that? Oh, that's you. All right. All right, Mel, if you want to pop up there, I sent it to you in Messenger. At least you're getting awake. So with mint, other things that we use mint for is for an upset stomach in teas. Our children, if they have an upset stomach, we go and get a mint leaf and have them chew on that, and it has usually taken care of that issue in a heartbeat, which is nice. So mint is a very wonderful plant to have. It does have little purple flowers on the top. Very, it smells really nice too. But like I said, it can go after your garden and make a mess. Excuse me. And Chris is saying in there, build a bed in the ground, a little bit raised, and a plant on the top. Put extra something, cardboard or weed barrier against the sides and the bottom, and the plant the mint. Exactly. The mint roots will go everywhere. They are obnoxious. They will go, and it's funny too because if the plant, its leaf actually touches the ground, it tries to start over there. It's hilarious to watch it go. Yeah, everybody. So mint is a very aggressive plant. Spearmint, you have peppermint, you have spearmint. Those are more of the same common mints that are out there. I've tried some other ones that I really wasn't too impressed with. Kind of more of a cinnamon flavor than the mint flavor. You ever tried mint there, Jess?
Oh yeah, I've got spearmint and peppermint planted.
It takes over.
Yeah, well, actually, I was pretty lucky. I planted mine in an old ash box,
Mm-hmm.
where my mother-in-law dumped all of her ashes, and it was an old broken down wheelbarrow.
Yep.
So luckily, it hasn't spread outside of that.
Evan says their mint is going nutty. It does. It's crazy what mint will actually do. The other one that I was really surprised with was water hyssop. Has anybody heard of that one? I'm going to look at this and I'm going to bring this one up. It was kind of different for me because I haven't ever played with water plants for anything. So when I looked this up, I was kind of shocked.
Shawnee says my mother-in-law had a mint planted around her pond, went nuts.
Well, I bet. So we're going to go into, and I'm using guys as I'm just using the encyclopedia for it.
Heaven's Essential says she put her mint in a shady place to suppress it. I think it likes it.
Oh, I'm probably mine is in a shady spot and it loves it.
Yeah, mine's in a shady spot as well.
All right, so we're going to show this, and I will throw this in the chat. And this is we're looking at the water hyssop.
Where did you send the link to Quebec Homestead, Mark?
In your messenger. You didn't get it? It's right above your
She
big
just
check.
asked where you sent the link.
Oh. It's in your messenger. So this is going to be what water hyssop looks like. And you'll find it on wet sandy shores.
Welcome, Donald Morris.
Hey, Donald, good to see you. You're going to find this on your wet sandy shores, coastal plains, and edges of shallow water. And it is going to be used in Indian traditional medicine for more than 33,000 years. Water hyssop is traditionally considered a nerve tonic. Treatment for the epilepsy and used to improve intelligence and memory. In recent years, it has been widely studied for its neurological effects for memory enhancement, mental clarity, congestive enhancement. In short, as a new topic, brain tonic. It contains various activities in your bacillicides A and B. It's an antitoxic or antitoxic and cardiovascular, allergic, and other activities. Hyssop is an excellent example of long used traditional medicine in which the chemistry and pharmaceutical and clinical effects are essentially studied, leading to worldwide modern use. So here's one of those that this is the first time that I've actually seen this talked about, and that the medical field agreed.
Hello, Joe. Info. How are you?
So there's that one. And one of the things like I do, guys, is I go and check these out on MedMD because it's a neutral website that you can go to, and it doesn't give you. It does in the bottom at the very thing. It'll say this hasn't been clinically tried and everything else like that. But that's where I get my research from, and just to make sure I'm getting both sides of the story. So that's the one that I like to use. So that was. We're going to put that in the chat if I didn't already. Water hyssop. Hey Donald, how's it going, man? I need Heavens is saying I need memory improvement. I think we all do. You get to a certain age and it just goes away. There ain't nothing there. Hey, thanks, Joel. I'm glad I'm back. Yeah, we'll okay. Other thing too, guys, is on Mondays and Fridays. It just so happened today being Good Friday, I went on at 10 o'clock. Usually I won't go on until 10:30, but on Mondays and Fridays that's where I'm slating for the live streams. So you will see me here on those days. So we did the vervain.
Donald Morris is asking how you're doing.
I'm doing good, buddy. I'm glad to see you again. It's been a long time. I guess for those people that don't know, I had some health issues that I had to take care of. I thought I had some kind of a cancerous in my chest, so I took care of that. Hey, Mel. Everything came back good. So I do not have anything wrong with it. It's more or less a mass. So once we got that taken care of, then I was doing some stuff around here and blah, blah, blah. So that's how the story goes. That's where I've been. And I've been learning a lot of stuff too when I've been off. So Canadian mint, Mel. You got that around?
Yeah, we have wild mint all over the place. It's amazing. I love walking through the forest and all of a sudden you just hit a patch of it and you're just like, where is that coming from? You just smell it. It's amazing.
It's like wild leeks. Wild leeks up here. When I walk through the woods and I go into harvest leeks, you can smell it a mile away. It's got its own vapor trail.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
Yeah, it is. I actually had some yesterday. I had an upset stomach and I took a tea of that and it just cleared it all right up.
It is, guys. It's amazing stuff, and it's great for kids because if you do have kids and you don't want to use big pharma and use their medicine, it's an awesome way to make an upset stomach go away. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
You were talking about hyssop. We have some hyssop here in my gardens.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you get that in your garden?
Ben ordered some seeds. And I actually have some left over, and it's a perennial.
Yep. Here's another one that probably everybody knows about, but doesn't know exactly the great detail of it, and that is St. John's wort. St. John's wort is a go-to herb, but it is one of those that is very well used, but it's one of those that I list as an uncommon because there's things that you can't do with St. John's wort. I wouldn't be using any kind of other herb with it. It is a very powerful herb, so you want to stay away from that. Well, we're going to read into St. John's wort, so I'm going to pull that one up quick.
You know, it's funny you're talking about all these words. I'm so used to all the wordings in French, and I have this book here, which is pretty much the usage of all the the locals here that we have with
Mm-hmm.
all the plants in Quebec. And the lady that wrote it was actually getting shut down by the government because the big pharma wasn't liking it. She got so much information in these books. And
Yep.
so Ben, like for 3 months, was trying to get a copy of these books. And there's a lot of them. See? And so we got
There's
all these books and we were able to get them, but it took forever.
you guys. Truth Free is good to see you, and Bing, good to see you.
I just want to say, real quick, the Big Blue House Homestead commented in the chat there that I suggested her take collagen for her spine issues, and it's really helped. And I'm really glad you, Sarah.
That's good. Yeah, I just met them about I want to say about probably last week. I was on Paula's channel, Van Vita Travels, and he was on there. Very good couple. The van life community is huge and very close knit guys. So great place to go and hang out. And like I talked about before, is you want to open your horizons a little bit, as I say, and go and check out other things. Just because if you're a homesteader, prepper, bushcrafter, whatever, you still want there's other niche because as Paula was telling me and a bunch of Gina and all those others, they were actually really interested in the side of the homesteading because they're out in their travels and this information be really helpful to them. Harvey Black, good to see you,
Hey.
brother.
You've
Harvey's
got a
got
couple questions. You got a couple questions in the chat, Mark. Chris is asking, is it kind of safe to say as a general rule that you should maybe treat these herbs like you would a drug and try to take it without mixing it unless they need to go together?
It's a great question. One of the things that you want to do is you never want to take, we're going back to the common herbs here. Mal just bounced out. So the common herbs thing is different. So like dandelion and stuff like that is considered a common herb. The mint is a common herb. These uncommon ones like vervain, St. John's wort, you're absolutely correct. You don't want to take them together. And there's a method for trying this stuff out. One of the things that I do out in the wild a lot is I'll put it right here underneath my forearm here, and I'll wait 15 minutes. If I don't see a rash or any kind of redness, bumps, anything like that, I will consider it to be okay. And then I put it just around my lips and I wait another 15 minutes. And then I go from there. If I don't get any reaction from them too, then it would be all right and safe to continue. What's that?
Your next question is, who is the author of the book and what is the name of the book?
This is called the Peterson's Hand Guide right here. Me and Gray Man Prepping, will be giving 2 of these books away when we do the podcast for the wild medicinal plants that's coming up. So there will be 2 of these books that'll be given away during those podcasts. So if you are interested in that, keep an eye out on Gray's channel and myself. And these are going to be some of the prizes that are going to be won on those podcasts. So St. John's wort. St. John's wort is a wonderful, and it's been used for a long time. And it is a St. John's wort has let me see here, emerged as the best known herbal treatment for mild to moderate forms of depression. Reportedly outselling the controversial antidepressant Prozac by as much as 20 to 1 in Germany. So That's pretty good stats right there. When used clinically for treatment for mild depression, various controlled clinical trials has been confirmed and questioned in the safety and effectiveness of St. John's wort brings us a great example of synergy of difficult chemical compounds. Several compounds are believed to contribute different mechanisms to help relieve depression. One of the things about depression is what they like to do is they like to give you some really hard stuff. One thing I love about plant-based or wild edibles is you're never going to get addicted to it because the plant is always different
Yep.
and it's made on the earth, which is awesome. So, guys, like I said, with all of this stuff, go and check this stuff out yourself. St. John's wort you can get anywhere. You can get it at the tablet form in the little pills down at your local pharmacy. You can find that, or you can go. Another one is called Mountain Rose Herbs. It is a website that has phenomenal bunch of different kind of edibles that you can get and medicinal plants, and it talks about each one and specifically what they're used for.
Did you go over wintergreen?
Not yet. I'm just going over to the depression side of things. That's what this whole one is about.
Okay.
And the different medicinal plants that we can use for depression,
For
because
depression. Okay. Gotcha.
what we're dealing with in these days,
Yeah.
depression is a big portion of that.
It's a good
And
idea.
I wanted to get it out there that there is ways around depression that you can do at home.
Yeah. Gardening. Gardening's a good one too.
Exactly. That was the next after this. The second segment to this after the wild edibles is activity.
Yeah.
Positive activity is a huge thing to bring and boost yourself up. Gardening is a number one. Is showing clinical studies show that gardening and just working outdoors to improve your health and well-being.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can find something on depression on mine.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat because I want to see what they say on that side of the border.
Yeah.
And I will be doing, like I said, guys, I'll be going live on Mondays and Fridays. Yeah, Fridays. And we're going to be going through a lot of these and different things. So if you guys have a topic, hey, Emily, good to see you. If you guys have a topic that you would like to talk about, put it in the chat. Jess is taking notes for me, and she'll write it down, and then I can do the research, and we can talk about that. What did you find, Mel?
I found 3 things. I found trees, spores, and I found 1 tree, 1 spore, and 1 flower. It's just that I have 1 book for each. I have 1 book for flowers, 1 book for trees, and 1 book for, so I have to go through.
I was wondering about our chaga because I know chaga has a huge, huge thing for everything. So,
I'm going to go see
and
what the
thank you, Heavens. Heavens has put in the link for Mountain Rose Herbs. Like I said, you can get that stuff from there. If you guys check in the bottom of this description, you're going to find my Amazon link for this book. So if you guys don't want to wait for the podcast and you want to get your own copy of this book, it is in the link is in my description. You can go in and order this off of my Amazon page, and you can pick that up there. And Harvey just put it in there, edible. It's from the Peterson's handbook, so that's a good place to find it. But absolutely, guys, if you want to learn about anything, if you have any kind of things that you'd like to talk about, any kind of herbs, medicinal plants, on Fridays would be a great time so I can get the research done during the week, and we can talk about that on the live streams on Friday. Yeah, Truth White, chaga. I just talked about that one last week. Chaga is huge. I mean, it's a big, big thing.
So I guess I'll have to translate it because it's all in French. So.
Oh yeah, I don't speak French.
Yeah. Millepertuis. Oh, St. John's wort. Okay, got it. You just talked about it.
Yep. Have you ever heard of they're called yellow lady slippers. English terminology is an Indian strawberry.
Huh.
I've never heard anything like that before, but it's another one. That's why, guys, I marked it, but I've never seen this one. I never used this one. But this is also was really interesting is because the 19th century America has promoted as a sedative for nervous headaches, um, insomnia, nervous uh, irritability, mental depression from sexual abuse, and mental irritabilities accomplished with pretty much layman's is PMS. Active compounds are non-soluble, one considered to be useful substitute for opium. That's the reason why I have to do my research on that because of the opium family.
Welcome,
Hey,
Carla
Carla,
and friends.
good to see you.
Somebody else just joined. Joined
Ash
Blessed
tree.
Life. Welcome.
Hey, Joy,
Red
good to see
ash
you.
tree.
Red ash?
Yeah, the cambium of red ash is also a good antidepressor, and it has to be cooked vapor, and
So
it's
you,
supposed to taste like eggs.
so it's inhalant.
Hmm?
So you'd inhale it, the
Yeah,
vapors of it.
no, you're supposed to eat it, but you're supposed to cook it like in vapor, vaporize it. And it's
Oh,
supposed to taste like eggs.
so the cambium of the tree means not the bark. Between the bark and the actual wood is an inner white layer of that
Yeah,
tree.
yeah,
That is a cambium layer.
yeah.
So that is what she's talking about there. Pine, I use a cambium layer. You can make jerky out of that. I've done that before. I would advise to eat jerky out of a pine tree for very long because it's high in vitamin C. It will fill you up, but let me tell you, it is also high in fiber, and the next morning is pretty rough.
I bet. Lycopod. What's
Stinging nettle. Yes, truth. Stinging nettle is an awesome plant to have. Remember, guys, if you do check out stinging nettle, make sure that it isn't at full growth. You want to get it in its small stages, not as adult stage, because at that point it has stuff in it that's fibrous, kind of like insulation that will tear up your insides. So it's not a really, you want to get it small. It is very
yeah.
tasty. You roll the plant inside like an envelope, so all of the needles that would be on the outside that are the irritant are folded inside. Our acids in our stomach can neutralize that, and we have no issues. Or you can fan it over a fire, and that takes care of that instantly. But guys, just remember to do the tests. It's really important to do that, and don't do anything that your doctor or yourself. I'm not a doctor or a medical guy. I just have this that works for me. So while she's looking up some more stuff, let's talk about activities. Healthy living, healthy lifestyle starts with number one is eating right. That's kind of why I've also brought Jess up here. She's on the keto side of things. A healthy lifestyle, healthy eating will give you the energy to go outside, which is an also help for the depression. So it's a one big circle. It's a big, really want to get yourself a healthy lifestyle, growing your own food, eating on the keto side of things. Any of those things can help you out to have more energy. And when you have more energy, you're able to do more things. You're happy, and everybody's happy around you. With medical right plants age
And a
use it.
point important on the keto lifestyle also.
You're freezing up.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, Harvey Black nettle tea. If you look at nettle is in everything. If you look at any of your tea drinks, if you go buy the ones at the store, if you look in there, for the most common ones, nettle is listed. What were you saying, Jess?
Am I okay now?
Yep, you're okay now.
I was saying an important note about keto is with that lifestyle, when your body adjusts to keto, it also helps you to absorb more vitamins and minerals.
Absolutely, Chris. Plants for medical, I don't need it. Second Timothy, for God has given us the spirit of God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of sound mind. Absolutely. 2 Timothy.
Nope. Yeah, so the third one that they said is lycopod, and it's like a sort of powder from a club moss, sort of, but it doesn't say how to use it or, in what form. It says they use the spores, but it doesn't say how to use it. So I'd have to make research more on that.
So it's a mushroom?
It looks like a sort of plant, but man, it's so weird. I don't know if you could see that. And I don't have my good camera tonight.
The one on the top?
The green one?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Looks like fingers.
Yeah. Trying to find it in English. It just says lycopodium.
That sounds like.
You're
Hey,
supposed
Jeff.
You're able to make a
almost-
whole bunch of stuff out of it. It's actually crazy, but it's just too much for me to read tonight. Can't find it.
Check out plantain because that looked like plantain.
No, it's not plantain, but it sort of looks like it though.
The
It
fingers.
looks
Okay.
like it has a sort of like a greenish, like a almost like a fir tree, like but it looks like a plant, like a really really stumpy one.
Native to your area.
I guess so.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's the other thing, guys, is I love to find out about plants that ain't around my area. Native plants to me, pretty much know the go-to ones, but I love learning other ones and from different areas. So when we get Jess back up here, she can talk a little bit more about keto. And then, truth, I love the big guns. Hey, Ginger Ninja, good to see you.
Can you
I've
see
seen
that?
that plant. Yeah, I've seen that plant.
Yeah. It's
They actually,
like
when you
seriously
walk,
so many things that you can do with this plant. It's amazing. I'm gonna have to look into it.
in the woods, it likes to grab the bottom of your pants. Like it's really got like the leaves are. I wouldn't say they're like needles, but they stick to you really quick.
Huh.
Interesting.
Lycopod. That's all I
Yeah.
have on depression in my book.
Yeah, you guys. One of the biggest ones out of that whole thing is St. John's Wort.
Yeah.
I'm gonna by far most common, and it is the easiest and abundance one to get. So if you guys are looking to help, if you are fighting depression and are having troubles in that area, absolutely go and check out St. John's Wort. It is one of those go-to ones. I actually have a jar of it downstairs in the basement. Mullein is a big gun. Yep. Mullein is actually, we use mullein a lot here. We use them more for lung issues. Back in the old days, they used to roll mullein leaf up and they would smoke it. They'd inhale the smoke.
Yeah. It's funny what you said earlier, like that you can't get addicted to natural plants. And it's so true because if you look at like the locals that have the coca plant, they're not addicted to it as the people that transform it and use it as like, the true cocaine. But like you can't get addicted to the coca plant. And it's really interesting how that works,
There's Howie. How's it going, buddy? I've been
Yeah,
waiting for you. Here's guys. When I started my YouTube channel, me and Howie could go for hours and hours talking about medicinal plants. Howie, there's a link for you if you'd like to jump up. What happened to Jess?
I don't know, her internet was being a little choppy.
Yeah, goofy. Huh. Well, Jess, if you are listening, just let me know when you're back in there and we'll bring you back up. But one of the things too, guys, is healthy lifestyle. So let's talk about that gardening. gardening is a great way to have it's an uplifting experience. It's a well-being. You get to see something from seed to grow some, and able to eat that if that's the case, or planting a tree to it's get bearing fruit. It's an awesome, awesome way. Question up there, Mark, from me. Okay. Do you know anything off the top about Mongolia bark extract? No, I do not, Chris, but I can find out about it.
Hmm.
Let me see here. Let's find out what Mongolian bark is used.
Kava. What about kava? Have you ever heard of kava?
I've heard of it, but I've never done anything with it. All right.
Doesn't playing in the soil like secrete some sort of hormone of happiness in our body?
I don't think it's the plane in that portion of it. I think it's the your negative, because they say that like that walking barefoot and around in your yard and stuff, it flushes the negativity out of your body. It's called earthing. I haven't done a whole lot of research on that, but I have seen people do that, and they seem to be very happy. As far as digging in the soil, I think it just is a relaxing for people. I don't know if there's an enzyme in there. Howie, if he gets in here, he would know that as far as on the
Yeah.
permaculture side. So I do have a thing up here, Mongolia health benefits. Mongolia is a plant. People use the bark and flower buds to make medicine. Mongolia is to used for weight loss problems. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Let me just. There we go. So this is Mongolia. Oops, I like the wrong button. Yeah.
Has beautiful flowers.
We'll put that in the chat. Is a plant, okay, we're a problem for digestives, inflammation, anxiety, stress, depression, fever, headache, stroke, and asthma. Mongolia flower bud is used for stuffy nose, runny nose, common cold, sinus pain, hay fever, headache, and facial dark spots.
I wonder where that grows. I don't think I have that here. Magnolia.
Let's find out. Let's just go to Mongolia. I don't want the extract.
Sorry if I'm not like up to date in the chat. The chat's right in back of my light because I switched my screen and I sort of see them pop up, but I don't see them all.
Yeah, Mongolia. I'm looking for the encyclopedia on here. Whatever this stuff is, everybody wants to buy it.
I see a lot of pills of
big,
it. You like?
yeah, a lot of pills
Yeah.
and a lot of. It's a tree. It's a big tree.
Hmm.
It's Mongolia, native to the mountains and valleys of China at
Oh.
altitudes of 300 to 1,500 meters. So what's that in feet?
1,500 meters. That's like higher than me. I think I'm at like 700 meters, and I think that's. Oh man, I'd have to go check. You say 1,500 meters?
Mm-hmm. So there's a tree. It is a delicious tree growing in 20 meters in height. The bark is thick and brown, but does not, for sure, whatever that, leaves are broad. The flower are fragrant.
Yep.
They are highly aromatic. Bark is stripped from the stems, branches, and roots and used in traditional Chinese medicine.
4,900 feet.
Ooh, that's up there.
Pretty high.
That flower. Look at a tree bud.
Wow, that's alien looking.
That's what I was just gonna say. It looks like something out of the
Sci-fi movie.
right.
Hey, faithful prepper.
Hey, Faith, good to see you. All right, get back to my thing. Keto, there he is. Sorry, computer isn't having it right now.
Oh,
He is trying to set me up. Okay. Well, let me know when you're back because we got to talk about the keto stuff. So good to see everybody else in here. So there's some of the things, guys, that we were looking at. I I would love to grow a tree like that. That would be really interesting. I'm guessing high elevations are one of those things. So never know.
Mongolia. I wonder what zone it is, though. Like what growing zone the tree is. I'm gonna have to go check. Let me see.
And I can see there's like you can buy Mongolian plants, a Royal Star
Yeah.
Magnolia tree, fast growing. I can go to my local Home
Huh.
Depot and buy one right now.
Oh, it says
But now you don't know if it's the same one or not. That's a
Mongolia
question.
trees in zone 5. And then you can, oh, there's also for zone 4. Yeah, there's supposed to be some for zone 4. That'd be interesting. It looks like a beautiful tree. Like I had ginseng trees that I tried
Okay, Holly.
and they didn't work.
So Howie says that there's many of the Magolias are blooming here in the British Columbia, and some are native. That's cool.
Yeah. They do best from zones to 7 to 9. But
That's way out of our zone.
yeah, but I guess there are some varieties that are cold hardy.
Interesting. That's why I love doing these live streams on wild edibles because there people throw up those questions and you find I've actually seen Mongolia supplement, but I never put anything to it or actually looked at it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of interesting. Black seed oil, Howie. That'd be cool too. And Dara says there are various Mongolia. I live in zone 5.
Hmm.
See, we're in 3 and 3A. So I'm at the border. I can go into zone 4. I'm right on the line.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Big Blue House. Thanks for coming in and join us. And we'll see you on your next one. I think you go live on Thursday.
All right.
Yellow Popular is in the Magola family. Now that's something closer to us. And Popular are, hey, Dragon, thank you so much, buddy.
Hey,
Great to see
Dragon.
you. And thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. We need to check on that because we have a lot of Popular here. There's a ton of it. And it
Yeah.
also goes all the way up into Canada and up into that area. So Popular is huge.
Yeah.
So, but once again, Dragon, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. And like I said, guys, for those people that are wanting to join the Homestead and be a member, we're going to be doing these, and some of them will be private, but we also will do shout outs of each of your channels of those that are a member of the Homestead. So we have set that up.
You got a members now?
Yep, I got my members now.
Nice.
I had my members, I just never turned it on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll get the link in the chat.
All right. Popular grows wild. And yes, truth, it does. It actually is a very common tree up here. It's kind of funny. I thought Wilder said was on Sean's live stream, so I thought he would have popped in here.
He doesn't. He doesn't usually sound for very long. I've noticed, Dave. But I think Sean is he still live?
What time is it? It's 11 o'clock already.
No, he's not live anymore.
He's not live anymore.
Well, maybe it's just too late for Dave too. Heck, it's almost too late for me.
Yeah, we're going. Food for his dragon. Much love and mad respect. Yeah, absolutely. Dragon is awesome.
He is.
So, guys, we are, like I wanted to tell you, we're going to be doing this on, I will be going live on Mondays and Fridays at 10:25. And we're going to be talking exactly about what we're doing now. Going Green Mom, good to see you. Shawnee, I dry my herbs and
Hey, Megan.
flowers. What's on the shelf? Awesome. It is so good to see people that are using their edibles. Freaky Geek, good to see you. Glad you came in here. Awesome.
Whole bunch of people that I
And
know. That's fun. What's
Justin,
your next topic going to be about? Medicinals on what?
I haven't figured it out yet. I was waiting for the chat to come out. I know depression. I just teeter totter. Gray started it on his live this week here. He was talking to, or that was last week, depression. So one of the things I want to do is that, and then just overall well-being.
That's a very good idea because
Justin, you still got the link? What?
I was going to say it's a really good idea because ever since the beginning of the pandemic, I can count over my 10 fingers how many friends I've lost and people that I've lost because of depression. It's been a really rough year.
Oh, suggestion on insulin. Somebody asked me about that, about high blood pressure too. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll look on for next week, is I'm going to talk about high blood pressure.
That's a good one.
That's not insulin though. I mean high blood sugar. I'm sorry.
So plants that create insulin for you, pretty much?
Right, and can actually help to monitor and your blood sugars.
Yeah.
I know I can do that with some vegetables. I remember that in my books. So that will be our topic for next week. Is I'm going to be talking about high blood sugar and how to regulate your blood sugar through wild medicinal plants and vegetables.
Awesome.
So that'll be a good topic.
Yeah. Plants that give you insulin. That's right, Howie.
Yep. You gonna pop up back up on here, Jess? So talk about
Hi, Jeep
keto.
girl. Don't forget to like the stream, guys.
Yeah, hit that thumbs up, paw. That's another one I'd love to plant up here. Going green, we are at the border of 3 and 4. I mean, I can get away with some things in the 4. Anything over that, it doesn't really like it.
Yeah, that's sort of like me. I have like a microclimate in front of my house where I can get away with zone 4 things, but other than that, it's pretty much zone 3. But it has been very warm this winter, so I mean, I don't even think we hit minus 30 on the Celsius on the thermometer this year, and usually we get like minus 40s. So it was very mild this year.
So, Jess, if you want to come back up, I'll pop the link in the chat so you can talk about keto. What time zone are you? It's 10:25, Harvey says. It is 11:09 here.
Yeah,
So I'm in Central Time.
12:09 here. It's just about time for me to go to bed. If keto comes back on, I'm going to hop down and I'm going to go to bed.
yeah, we're gonna. Hopefully, she's got her computer back and running because I do want to talk about the keto kind of side of things. I've been doing a little bit of research in it and seeing it's not just for dieting; it's also for muscle building, just a better, healthy lifestyle. There she is.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Joy Blessed. I know it's been a hard year.
There you are. You gotta love your computer.
Yeah. We'll try again.
Okay.
All right. Well, since Jess is back, I'm gonna hop down because I don't have any more to add to the stream for you, and I will see you till next time.
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right. See you, Mark. Bye, Jess. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
So I'm going to give you the big screen, Jess, so you can talk about keto. Because I was saying I was learning today that it's not also just for losing weight; it's also for a more of a muscle building. You can strengthen with keto. It's not. I didn't think that. I thought okay, it's a more like a diet more than anything else, but it's actually a more of a better lifestyle of eating and healthier eating. And I like the fact I can eat a lot of meat.
Oh yeah. I think that's the biggest misconception about keto is people think it's just for weight loss, where like I like explain to people keto is more to get healthy than it is to lose weight. You have to get healthy to lose weight. But a lot of keto is to build muscle or to put on weight. So yeah. And then also what I was trying to say earlier when I was cutting out is also a big part of keto is absorption. When you have a healthier lifestyle, keto helps you to absorb your vitamins and your minerals or your herbs. And then on top of that, most people that do the keto lifestyle are also consuming apple cider vinegar. And if anybody has done research on apple cider vinegar is also a huge boost on helping you absorb minerals and vitamins and herbs as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We make our own apple cider vinegar here, and it is a wonderful thing to have on the homestead. Not only is it great for your health and well being, you can
Mhm.
cook with it also. You can make some good dressings with it, and it has cleaning properties like vinegar. So, and it's good for your hair.
Mhm.
You can wash your dogs with it. It's an all around a very useful thing on the homestead.
And on top of that, with your depression discussion, apple cider vinegar also helps with depression and anxiety.
Absolutely. And it's good for just cleaning yourself out. I mean, your guts are the whole portion of your body. It's the start of it. So if your guts are messed up, it's gonna apple cider vinegar will take care of that. Now we make our own, so and it has the mother and everything like that. It's not pasteurized, so it's just exactly like Bragg's, but ours isn't as quite as sharp as what Bragg's is. I think it depends on the tree that we use that particular year because it seems like every year our apple cider vinegar is a little bit different. Which that goes back into the same thing what I was talking about on the plant side of things. Plants are going to be different every year depending on how they grew. So if like the last discussion last week when we were talking about when I was doing my pine needle tea, and I go and I grab from the branch. Yes, I have my trees that I will go and run to and see how they are, but I do taste I can go down the line and taste which ones, and they're different every year.
Mhm.
Viper, viper. All right, guys. So I've been on for an hour and 14 minutes. I'm going to do these for about an hour or a little bit longer, possibly. Depends on how things go in the chat rolls. So I want to thank you guys all so much for joining us. And Jess, thanks for coming up and keeping notes for me and talking about the keto. Guys, the next time we're going to be talking about high blood pressure and the plants and veggies that we can use to keep that in line. So I hope everybody was able to learn something off of this, and we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys all take care. God bless, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, all.